Hello everyone, welcome back to our talk show on Right Living Natural TV channel. I remain your host Abiola. So today we'll be talking about high blood pressure, also known as hypertension, and its natural ways of treatment. So first of all, what is high blood pressure? High blood pressure can be defined as a medical condition in which the force exerted by the blood on the arterial wall is slightly high. It is measured in millimeter per mercury, that is mmHg. A person's blood pressure is said to be normal when it is not more than 120 by 80 mmHg, and the person is said to have a high blood pressure when it's equals to or more than 140 90 mmHg. High blood pressure has two measures. We have the systolic pressure and we have the diastolic pressure. The systolic pressure simply means that when the heart beats, and the diastolic pressure simply means that when the heart rests. So what are the causes of high blood pressure? First of all is the genetic aspect of it. A lot of people inherit high blood pressure from their parents, so it is being passed down across generations, from generation to generation. So another cause of high blood pressure is age. People from 45 and above tends to develop higher blood pressure compared to people of younger age. Another cause of high blood pressure is the type of sedentary lifestyle that we live. The example of the sedentary lifestyle that we live is too much intake of salt. For instance, putting uncooked salt into cooked food. This can lead to high blood pressure. And eating too much of seasoning, such as Maggi, putting too much of Maggi in our food can also lead to high blood pressure. Taking too much of alcohol and smoking too much of cigarettes can also cause high blood pressure. So talking about what are the symptoms? Severe headache, chest tightness, swelling of feet, occasional fatigue and weakness, nose bleeding, and chest pain, and so on and so forth. So what are the natural ways that we can treat high blood pressure? First of all, it is advisable for us to eat food that are rich in potassium. The examples of food that are rich in potassium include beans, pawpaw, ugu leaf, watermelon, avocado, and so on and so forth. And it is also advisable that we reduce our sodium intake. Sodium, anything that has too much of salt. For people that has high blood pressure, it is not good for them. So it is advisable that we reduce our sodium intake. It's also advisable that we avoid foods that has seasoning or Maggi contained inside. So instead of eating food that has seasoning or Maggi contained inside, we can decide to use natural products such as scent leaf, locust beans, ginger, garlic, and so on and so forth. It is also advisable for people who are having high blood pressure to drink enough water. It is good to be well aerated. It helps to pump the heart. We should be drinking at least 2 to 3 liters of water in a day, which will always help our heart to pump very well, and there will be less pressure of blood in our heart, and this will also reduce the incidence of high blood pressure. And I would like to tell us about few ways how we can treat high blood pressure. For those of us that are suffering from high blood pressure, it is advisable for us to get miracle leaf. In Yoruba, it is known as Ewe Abamoda. What we need to do is just that once we get that leaf, Ewe Abamoda, we wash thoroughly, put inside pot, then add enough cup of water, then we boil it for 15 minutes. It is advisable for us to take it in the morning, to take 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the night, every day for like 7 days. And if we are taking this medication, we should also be checking our blood pressure alongside with it, so as to know the effect of the medication we are taking. Another natural way of treating blood pressure is 1 teaspoon of powdered garlic, 1 teaspoon of powdered ginger, and 1 teaspoon of lemon, and mix with hot water. We drink in the morning every day. Once we start doing that, we will discover that our blood pressure will start to reduce. And it is also advisable that we keep on checking our blood pressure with time as we are taking these medications. So in all, I will advise us that we should take our health serious. And for those of us that usually have symptoms that I mentioned earlier, please let's take our health serious and let's reduce our salt intake. And I will advise us also to always go for medical checkup. In fact, check our blood pressure so that we will know how to manage our health. And for those of us that also like to live sedentary lifestyle, such as intake of alcohol, smoking of cigarettes, those things are not good for our health, and they also help to spike up high blood pressure. Please, so let us avoid taking alcohol, let us avoid taking cigarettes, and for those of us that have been taking it before, please let us put an end to it. And last but not the least, I will encourage us all, as young people and as an adult, we should always go for medical checkup. It is always important that we know our blood pressure at every point in time. We can even, if we can afford it, we can also buy a digital blood pressure machine and be using it at our various homes. It is very, very helpful for us. And for those of us that might find it not easy to get it, we might go to different medical centers and just do medical check and do check up on our blood pressure. So my prayer is that may our health not elude us. So once again, I would like us to keep subscribing to our Right Living Health Natural Health TV. Keep watching and keep getting educated. Please stay healthy. Remember, at Right Living Health Foundation, your health and well-being is our priority, and still maintain our stand. Total health for total man. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you. You have a wonderful evening. Bye.